Hi loves, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be sharing with you how to make this beautiful sleeveless button down dress. It's chic and comfortable, very easy to sew and perfect for any occasion. If this is what you would like to learn how to sew, then you need to watch this video till the end. Please do well to like this video, subscribe and drop me a nice comment. Let's dive into the tutorial. For this project, I will be using about 2 yards of silky crepe. You can use cotton fabric, linen, or any other medium weight fabric of your choice. I'm using paper stay as interfacing for the placket. The interfacing is optional, okay? Before cutting, take your measurements. You will need bust, waist, hip, half length, that's the shoulder to waist line, hip line, that is waist to hip line, gown length, your shoulder width, and then the neckline. Okay, the first thing I'll be doing is to fold my fabric into two, and then I'll pin them together because I'm working with a very silky fabric. The side unfold will be my back block, while the other side will be my front block. On that side that I'm using as the front block that is not unfold, I'll mark down 3 inches for the button placket, that is the button allowance. I'll mark the 3 inches down to the hemline. Then I will place the folded back block right on that 3 inches line so that I can draft both front and the back block together. Then I am marking down 1 inch from my fabric, that will be my starting line, and also my shoulder line. On that shoulder line, I'll mark down my shoulder width divided by 2. Then mark down my chest line. To get your chest line measurement, divide your bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5. Next is to mark down the shoulder to waist line. Then I'll mark down the waist to hip line, okay? And then the full length of the dress. I'm also adding 2 inches for the hemming allowance. I will come to the chest line and mark the shoulder width divided by 2, just like I have marked on the shoulder line. Next is to start marking my bust, waist, hip measurements. I'll be marking my measurement from the folded part, that is the back block, okay? Under the chest line, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, okay? Then I'll add extra 1 inch for ease because this is a free gown. You can add up to 1.5 if you want it more free on your body. Then I will come to the waistline and mark the waist circumference divided by 4. I will also add 1 inch for ease. Then at the hip line, I'll mark down my hip circumference divided by 4, and I'll also mark down 1 inch for ease. I will take the hip measurements down to the hemline, okay? Then I will go ahead and connect all the points like you see me do in the video. Next is to mark down the shoulder slope and the neckline. I'm using basic neckline of 3.5 and then shoulder slope of 1 inch. Then I'll also mark down my armhole curve. To get your armhole curve, just divide what you have left from your shoulder slope to the chest line by 2. At that point, mark in 0.5, okay? And then connect all the points to form the armhole curve. I am marking 1 inch for the depth of the back neckline, okay? Then for the front neckline, I am marking 8 inches depth because I am going for a square neckline. You can make yours round if you want a round neckline. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to mark down side seam allowance. I'll be marking 1 inch as my side seam allowance. You can mark more if you want. I will add half inch joining seam allowance at the shoulder line as well as the necklines. Then I want to shorten the armhole, that is the shoulder, by 1 inch because this is a sleeveless gown. If you want, you can maintain the shoulder line, but I want mine to be shorter by 1 inch because I'm not adding sleeve to my gown. Next is to cut out my pattern pieces. You need to watch closely as I cut. You can equally reduce the speed if the video is too fast. Finally, I will cut out facing pieces for the front and the back necklines. Now it's time to sew. I will place the facing piece on top of my bodice with the right sides facing each other so that I can finish the neckline with the facing. I will also join the shoulder lines after facing. So this is what it looks like after facing. I'll go ahead and clip on the necklines so that it can lay flat when I flip to the right side. Then I'll go ahead and give it a very good press. The next thing we are going to be doing now is to fold in the placket, that is the button allowance. With a hot pressing iron, I'll press down that 3 inches that I marked to create something like a line, alright? Then on that line, I'll press down the interfacing just for extra firmness. Remember I said this is optional. Then I'll gently fold in ½ inch, okay? Then I'll put in some hemming gum. This is just to have a clean finish. Now I'm going to gently fold in the fabric on that 3 inches line that I have there. I will repeat this same process on the other side of the front bodice. Now I'll go over to my sewing machine and top stitch it down. This method gives a very clean finish. Next is to pipe the armhole. I will get a long strip of about 1.5 inches. I have folded the two edges to form something like a bias tape. Then I'm going to use it and pipe the armhole. After piping, I will also give it a very good press. Neat and clean finish gives professional finish, okay? Now look at how neat the dress is already looking. To make the dress more stylish and adjustable, especially at the waist area, I will add loops by the side of the waist for a waist tie. I will come to the waistline and mark 1.5 inches up above the waistline. Then after that 1.5, I will mark another 1.5 because I want 3 loops. The loop is measured 4 inches. So I'll be cutting out 6 pieces, 3 by one side and 3 pieces by the other side. So I'll fix one loop at the waistline, second loop at the 1.5 up above the waistline, and then the third loop at the third line, okay? As you can notice, I am pinning these loops on the right side of my fabric, okay? Next is to pin the sides together and mark down my 1-inch side seam allowance, okay? Then I'll go over to my sewing machine and stitch on my markings. Once that is done, I will also fold the 2 inches that I added as the hemming allowance, okay? I'll fold twice for a neat finish. And this is what I have now. I also went ahead to make a long strap which I will use for the waist tie. Next is to mark down my buttonhole. Starting from the top, I mark down 3 inches spacing for the buttonholes, okay? You can mark as wide as you want. Now we have our dress ready. Don't forget to also give it a good press, okay? Thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. If you have not subscribed, turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a new tutorial, you will be the first to know. See you in the next video.